Okay. Looks like I am live. Let's see if I am. I have no idea. I think I am. How you doing? I am going to post on Twitter. I'm just doing a test live stream, and then I'm going to answer some questions about crypto art and NFT. So, and it's the first time I am live streaming from this camera on YouTube, and I obviously don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to, how do I copy my stream? Share. Cool. Here we go. And if you're online, feel free to throw me a question. Okay. Live now on YouTube, answering questions about hashtag crypto art and hashtag NFTs. And there's the link. So I'm posting this on Twitter, and then I'll wait for some people to come in, and I'll chat regardless. Live now on YouTube, answering questions about crypto art, NFTs. Answering questions, plural questions. Live now on YouTube, answering questions about crypto art and NFTs. Cool. Looks like it worked. Let me just... So, if you're in here, say hi. But I'm going to go through some questions about crypto art and NFT. I've had a bunch of questions piling up, so rather than make a considered video, I'm going to make this long video and probably just cut it together later on to answer some of the more popular questions that people ask me about crypto art and NFTs. So I've got some questions coming in, but I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to see if any live questions will come in, and I'll take priority for those live questions that come in, of course. Then the Twitter questions that come in, or the well, I should put it on Instagram. No, I'm not that good. I'm not that savvy to do that now. I'm just trying this out for the first time, so. And maybe I change the name. Talking crypto art and NFTs. Choose visibility. Let's see if that changed it on Twitter. Okay, I don't know if the live stream is working. I'm trying to If you can get this, if you're receiving this okay and it's working, then I'll know my mic is working and live stream is working. I'm trying to. If you can get this, if you're receiving this okay and it's. Anyway, I'll get this started. First of all, congratulations to Giant Swan and Monster Cat with their drop today. They dropped these 4 and then plus another chance collector pack. But as you can see, these epic looping worlds by Giant Swan are awesome, and sold these 3 for $350 each, and this one for $450. And it seems this one was the most popular with 171 editions minted, which by my calculations was around $75,000, $76,000. And these ones each, you know, if he sells 100 exactly for $350, that's $35,000. So each of these, 35,000, 100,000-ish in total. So congratulations for a very successful drop, Giant Swan. I picked up these 2, and I'm pretty happy with my scores. I'll be very interested to see how quick my clicking finger was, to see the edition number. I got, often I've been in the top, 10, 20. I've got my fast clicking finger happening, but you can see with Stuart Lippincott, so I got number 2, number 12, number 18, number 5 of 10. So this is my collection on Nifty Gateway. Maybe I can change, how do I change the privacy on this? See, I didn't have live chat turned on. Sorry, I'm totally new to this. Enable live chat. Okay. Got to save that. And what else? Sorry, I'm just setting up what I have to get happening because I am obviously new. So live chat enabled. Visibility public. That might help. I don't need a thumbnail, do I? Do I need a thumbnail? I probably should. I'll do that for next time. Okay. I wasn't public before. I'm public now. It helps if I'm public, I guess, totally. So let's see if I'm live streaming public now. This is why I'm doing this, because, I can't test live streaming without being live. Without being live. Actually, I wonder if it tells me. I think you have to be on YouTube to comment, and I've turned on the live chat now. Actually, I wonder if it tells me. I think you have to be on YouTube to comment. Well, and I've turned on the live chat now. Cool. So I'm going to get to some crypto art questions in a minute. Just trying to set up my stream because obviously you don't know what I'm doing still. Cool. So I'm going to try and record this next bit. I wonder if it's going to kill the live stream, but we'll find out later. Okay. So I'm going to do this quick and dirty version of a video. I don't usually live stream, but I'll live stream it. And instead of doing considered answers, I've got a heap of questions piling up about crypto art and NFTs. So I thought I would just answer them directly. I'll just read them. I'll give my impressions and answers as best I can, and I just got to get a lot of these comments out of the way and get them answered. So stick with me, and I'll answer some questions here. So the first question is from Shane. He asks, "Do I need a website and a large social media following to be accepted into crypto art marketplace, or can I just make a decent portfolio filled with art that I submit? How many art pieces do you think I'll need? If I upload an art piece to okay, he's got like paragraphs here. He's got several questions. I'll get through each of them at a time. So his first question was about it's like a social media following. Does he have to be famous and popular to start doing this? So what I would say is it doesn't hurt to have 1 million followers on Instagram and be a famous artist, of course. Of course, that would help, but it's not necessary. We all started, every artist, we all started with 0 followers. We all started with no one paying attention to what we were doing. We all started Instagram with no posts. So we all start without a popular social media following on our work, unless you're Beyonce's kid, unless you're from someone famous or you are already someone famous for doing something else. If you're starting this art thing, all the artists that have some notoriety or some following started grinding years ago without getting paid on Instagram, just posting work up and getting an audience. So we all start from there. So no, you don't have to have a big audience to be successful on these platforms, and you don't need a big audience to get accepted on these platforms. But it probably helps. But what helps more is having great work. So it's a curated platform. I think that Shane is asking about the curated platforms like Maker's Place, Super Rare, and maybe even Nifty Gateway. So they're looking for artists that they can showcase. Like they make a commission from selling artists, so they're not just letting everyone on their platform. They want to have quality over quantity and have people that they can showcase on their platform as like a selection of any gallery might make. So I hope that answers the question. You don't need to. You do need to have great work, and just build from there. How many art pieces? Look, I've probably got thousands upon thousands. You probably just need 10 to 20 to prove that you're not just doing this as a cash grab. You're not just new on the scene. You're not just um, trying to. They want. Just think, if you were them, who would you want on your platform, and create your work to represent that. Um, Artists who have been around and who do it for the love of art and for the purpose of art already have a back catalogue, and they'll just choose from that and say, look at my work. They get accepted a lot easier than if you're starting from zero. So, you know, it might not be the answer you want to hear, but if you haven't been grinding for years, you have to start. You have to start somewhere. So what else? If I upload an art piece to social media, does that mean I cannot sell it as crypto art anymore? No, it does not mean if you put it on Instagram, you can't sell it as crypto art. Uh, you can put it anywhere. So anyone can see your artwork, but not everyone owns your artwork, if that helps understand. So you can put it wherever you like, but uh, your choice of where you put it and what you put on the the blockchain is up to you. So what if I take it down? Can I sell? No, it doesn't matter. You can have it on Instagram, and then you can post it for sale on these other channels. Uh, what and that goes for anything, because he's also asking, what if I had an image available on a print-on-demand site? Yeah, that's fine. Can I still sell it as crypto art? Yes. After I sell a crypto art piece, can I still upload that to social media? Yes. Or print-on-demand site? Yes, you can. It's like uh, if you're in the sort of still the print mentality, or the physical product mentality, it's like if a music artist sold a record, a vinyl record or a CD. It's still you can buy that CD, you own that CD, and then it's like the music artist saying, can I then still play that on the radio, or can I play that at a live event, that song, or that it's just that product. You're putting that particular product, or that NFT, or that crypto art out there, and someone can buy that CD, and then if they get sick of it or they don't want it anymore, they can sell that CD to someone else. And then that's it. You're not buying any rights as a collector. You're not buying the rights to reproduce that song, or you're not buying the rights to to um, to any sort of future things with that artist. What you're buying is that product, and you can listen to that CD, you can look at the artwork of that CD, and then if you don't want that CD, you can sell it or throw it in the bin or whatever you want. So that's what you're buying when you buy a digital asset. You're buying the token that is associated with that item. So you're not restricted as an artist to where that goes. You still own the copyright. You still own what you created. There's no problem there. Hey Todd, peace to you too. Thanks for leaving a comment. What other questions we got? If I keep one limited edition copy for myself, can I then do whatever I want with it? Yes, you can. A lot of artists choose to mint several editions and always keep one for themselves. If they want to, do whatever they want with it, you can do that. I choose to do mostly one of ones. So when I sell that artwork, that collector has it, and they know that only one exists. And then I have that physical, emotional feeling. I was like, yes, I don't have that anymore. Yes, I still made the artwork and I can put it on other things, but as a creator and someone who values what I'm giving to a collector, I'm not about to put that on different platforms and try and resell it again as the same thing. I'm not about to slap it on a mug or a fridge magnet and put it all over the place. I'm initially trying to sell a one-of-one artwork and have it valuable for that collector and have it increase in value over time. So you've got to think, you don't have to, you can do whatever you want as an artist. But I think as someone who is trying to create more value over time for the people that collect my artwork. So, 1 second. Where am I? Okay, what sells better? Still images, GIFs, videos. So I've put up numerous polls and posts, and from my own collecting, I do have some views on this, but it is up to the marketplace to decide what type of artwork they prefer to buy, and it's up to the creators what type of artwork they want to make. So it actually comes out, the polls that I've run have come out quite close. Images, GIFs, videos, it's always around 30%. But I can give some reflections on what I have found sells best from myself and from what I've seen from other people. So totally, still images are cool. I've found that still images that are in portrait tend to sell better. If you're a still image maker, it's totally fine. You make still images, and there is a market for that. Some people prefer that, definitely. So that's cool. I've bought still images before. I've sold still images before. It's fine. I haven't made any GIFs. In the past, I think GIFs have sold okay when the platforms were not as developed as they are now. But I see GIFs starting to fade away a little bit. Legacy ones still have a lot of value, but I've never bought a GIF and I've never made one, so I can't talk directly to it. Videos do sell. A lot of people, if they make a still image, they will make it into a short form video, and that sort of makes it uniquely collectible in a screen-based digital world, and I found that is sort of acceptable and is collectible because this movement is uniquely digital, and there's definitely a place for physicals to be associated with it. But so for instance, Bill Ellis here, you can see I'm just playing it. I think you can see I'm just hovering over. This could be a still image on your wall, but what he's decided to make out of it is a slightly rotating, slightly moving, looping video, which I reckon is cool and it seems more appropriate. I just picked up this by Monstercat and a collab with Giant Swan, and this loops as well, and this is a much bigger world that it runs through. So you've got the two extremes there. You've got this huge world that loops in and out on a huge sort of flying camera, and then you've got this more intimate static sculpture, and they both sold well. They both do well. My only advice would be, I think looping videos seem to be more popular than not, because if you imagine, if I was to have, when I buy as well, if I was to have this, and I do get like some stage in the future a giant screen for displaying my crypto art and NFTs I've collected. It would be good not to have too many jarring cuts, and if this, cut in close at some stage, it might be quite jarring and not as relaxing or enjoyable to have on a wall. I'm not saying you can't have cuts; it can work, but it depends on what you're making. So, other questions. Hi there, Kid KO, and hi, Chili Breeze. Morning for you. Arcane, I'm going to prefer the live chat questions, of course. So Arcane asked, "What's a good length?" Uh, I think so. If you've got a static, short looping video, I think 20 seconds is a good length. Most of my looping videos have been around the 20-second to 40-second mark. There is a few good reasons for that. One is the file size limit. On these curated sites, there's, I don't know if it's around 40 to 50 megabyte upload limit. So if you don't want to condense the crap out of your video and have the artifacts happening, and you want to still have a large file format and dimension size, then keeping it around 20 to 30 seconds is a good amount of time, and it's enough to say something in your artwork. I think it's enough. It doesn't mean you can't have it longer. I have had, what do I do? I did a collab with a music artist, and he released a full length song version, and that song was around 3.5, 4 minutes long. So what I decided to do, I found the file size, if I was going to, we weren't trying to make a music video, but even to have lots of moving parts over 4 minutes is over several hundred meg file size, and that wasn't going to be acceptable to these sites. So we made it more into like a music album art cover. So it was all about his music and the song, and then the image itself was quite static with just some moving parts. So the compression came down to a lot smaller and was able to run. So it's up to you. Most pieces I've found, you can see in my collection, they're under a minute. 20 to 30 seconds is good. Something that shows as much as possible in the least amount of time. If you've got any more questions, just post them up. Otherwise, I've got some other questions here. Can I please make an explanation video about Ethereum and Ethereum wallets? Maybe. Maybe in the future I will. There's heaps of info out there. I mainly talk about what I know about, which is the intersection of art and crypto. But maybe because there is a bit of an on-ramp, and there is a bit of a sort of gateway to get through to get some of this crypto art, or to post some of it. Sometimes you need an Ethereum wallet, sometimes you don't. But maybe I'll make an intro video to that. Let me know if you do want that. Do you need to buy Ethereum before you can receive? Yeah. So yeah, super rare, some other OpenSea, Rarible. Deal with Ethereum, and it's good if you have a MetaMask or some sort of Ethereum wallet that's connected to your browser that you can connect to these sites. A lot of these other sites don't, like Nifty Gateway, Maker's Place. You can use a credit card directly, so you don't even need to deal with crypto or Ethereum. And they have a custodial wallet, so they'll keep hold of your crypto art or NFTs or whatever in your custodial wallet until you're ready to shift them out to your privately held wallet or to some other place. So they'll hold it for you. So that, which is really good actually, because then fans or an audience that's not crypto savvy can get onboarded seamlessly without having to deal with all the crypto stuff. Hey Trabity, how you doing? You love NFTs? So do I. You really want to buy some, so you haven't bought any yet. So we'll have to get you to change that. Actually, I can show you. You can buy NFTs for any price. So some obviously get lots of airplay because of the high selling figures, and a lot of people get drawn in, especially starving artists that want to sell, but you don't have to sell or you don't have to buy for high prices. If you go on Rarible, there is a treasure trove of good things, a lot of crap as well. You have to make your way. It's like a trash and treasure type place, but you can get cheap stuff. Nifty Gateway, I just bought a piece by Monster Cat, 50 cents. I was a bit, I've now sold, I flipped it. Let me show you, let me see if I can, where are we? Oh yeah, so if I go to Nifty Gateway's site, they had a drop, which if you're not familiar, it's, they had a drop which is like sort of a chance reward, a Pokemon, like a Pokemon card opening chance drop here. So Constellations pack by Monster Cat. So it takes you through. These NFTs have a 1% chance that you're going to get them, each of these. Then it goes up 5% chance, 15% chance to, so this is the most likely you're going to get. But the packs for 50 cents each. So you can't go wrong, 50 cents. I was obviously trying to get, it's luck though. So I'm obviously trying to get the 1%, and I wanted to buy several packs because I believe you're allowed. There were, in total, there was 500 packs. I got one. That's how quickly they sold out. I got one. And I think I got this serpent one here. So it was one of the more common ones. Yeah, it was one of the more common ones. I was trying to get several, but I just clicked through. The site was slow and sluggish because it was so popular. And they sold out. Sorry, they sold out in seconds. So, let's go to the marketplace. I bought, yeah, they're still on, you can see they're still going. Let's see, Constellations, lowest price. And I'll go to that serpent one, which I picked up. So the lowest price you can buy it for right now is upwards of $100. I was trying to get a more rare one, and I didn't really want the common one, so I flipped it. So I sold it, and I've already sold mine. I sold mine for $107, which after the artist commission came out to about $90. So I bought it for 50 cents, sold it, made $90, and then I'm done with it because I really wanted the next drop, which was these longer ones from Giant Swan. So let me see. So if I come to the Serpent and you come to global history, only sales, it'll show you the sales that have been made. So you can see people are selling $100, $100, $100. And if I come over here, I remember seeing Illustrator just really wanted the number one. I'm sure I'll be able to find it. Here we go. Illustrator, Serpent, number one of 140, $5,000. So he really wanted the number one. So whoever had the fastest clicking finger got the number one for 50 cents, and then just, you know, put two zeros, so four zeros, four decimal places on the end of that to get $5,000. So that person is pretty happy. Andrea just minted some pieces on OpenSea. What is the best way to market to customers if you don't have a large social media following? I touched on this earlier, but it's just a grind. Like literally, the people who have that large social media following have spent a long time grinding to get that. So, like, I haven't been on Twitter very long. I mean, I've been on the platform a long time, and I went off it for like 5 years or something, and only crypto art and crypto Twitter brought me back to Twitter. So I'm only starting to build up, followers on Twitter now. But it's just a grind. Like, it's the same for YouTube. It's the same for TikTok. If you're on TikTok, everyone starts with zero. You've got to start promoting what you think is worthwhile, your artwork. Start getting it out there. Just putting the word out there. And networking is a good one as well. Get on Discord chats for NFT art or crypto art. Follow the right people. Start socializing. Start promoting. But first, make sure you've got something worthwhile to say and something worthwhile to show. So good luck with it, Andrea. Yeah, Verton, I couldn't complete my buy. Yeah, the same. I got lucky. I clicked it, and as soon as I clicked it, it had a problem. We're talking about the Nifty Gateway pack purchase. It was so slow, and by the time I refreshed and refreshed, it said 31 packs left out of 500, and I was like, oh, I've just totally missed it. Yeah, I tried to put refresh and confirm buy through a few times, but it seems luckily one went through, and I was able to get one and to flip it for a profit. Kid KO, don't worry about your bad English. Put it whatever questions in. For you, what would be the main differential factor between digital art and NFT art? Have NFTs its own essence yet? So NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's literally the token. So it's literally the digital certificate of authenticity, which proves through the meta tags and whatever, that this is the token owner of the associated artwork, the video or the JPEG or whatever that's held somewhere else. So it's an evolving space, and so it's growing its own essence. And I put on Twitter before that it seems like Instagram artists are exchanging their likes for crypto. So instead of, grinding and churning those likes on Instagram and getting the follows on Instagram for exposure, these people that have got the exposure now are exchanging that and their awesome artwork for crypto, for Ethereum. And then they can change that back into, US dollars or whatever country you're from. I myself, I keep it in crypto. For me, this is a crypto movement. Anything I sell, I keep, unless I haven't taken anything out yet. So unless totally essentially I need to do something with it, and it's totally legit to buy equipment or something that's going to help your art or help your lifestyle or do something that helps you with your voice creatively, Totally. Use it. That's what it's there for. You've created value for someone else. Hopefully, it creates more value over time, uh, and that can be used for your productivity. So it's evolving and it's growing its own essence. But crypto art, NFT art, kind of the same thing. But NFTs can be more than just art. They can be game assets. They can be virtual land. But crypto art is the sort of term that's been coined, which I think it's a decent one that we'll run with. Those statues are really cool. Yeah, thanks. They're by an artist called Bill Ellis. I was able to pick up some nice ones. These two dark ones were open edition for 5 minutes, so if you were there at the time, anyone could have got them for about $250 each, which I think is a steal. And this one was, I got number 5 of 10, a little bit more expensive, I think. Under 1,000, I can't remember, maybe it was 666. Under 1,000 though. So what have we got? Other questions? Hey there, this is from Fritz Lang. Hey there, visual is okay, but sound is a bit choppy. Maybe because I'm trying to record at the same time, because I'm going to edit this up. So maybe the sound is a bit choppy. Thanks for the feedback. Clear as water, sir. Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't sell, I experiment in this space. I'm here as a creator and a collector. So this is the collection I have on Nifty Gateway. Check out, it's pretty good. Some very prolific artists in here, and some like this one I'm highlighting. It'll be worth a lot someday. I'll be able to buy a small house with this one in the future, probably. This one's a good one as well. If you don't know Justin Roiland, he is the creator of Rick and Morty. Okay, other questions. So, I've answered a lot of social media following questions, so that's pretty good. So let's get on to some other questions. Christian Levin asked, what is your preferred platform? Do people actually buy this stuff? I'd really like to try it out. Yes, people actually buy it. I buy it. I've sold it. So it's legit. I can understand people that are new to the space not understanding it, and that's why I'm here, to help. My preferred platforms are Nifty Gateway. That's my number one preferred. They do a great job of onboarding newbies and making it seamless and easy to purchase. The biggest frustration with them is that art drops sell out too quickly. And, isn't that a good problem to have for them? It's frustrating because people complain about bots a lot, getting the pieces. Like I was trying to get that 50-cent piece. I got one, luckily, but you'd think you'd be able to get something with 500 available, but they just sell out in seconds because they're so popular. So you just have to be there at the right time, clicking quickly. And the same, I think they do a great job of hyping up their market for what is, quite popular artists, artists that they're here to promote and to sell. But by putting limits on it, by having the drops sell out in seconds, definitely drives demand. It shows that there is interest in this market. So the pieces I just picked up here by Monster Cat and Giant Swan, they were only available for 2 minutes. So you've got to be on their mail list. You've got to know when the drop's happening. You've got to have funds in your account. You've got to be verified. Those things are easy, but if you're just sitting on the sidelines, you're going to miss out on these drops, and you're going to miss out on supporting these artists and potentially having something that's worth more than what you paid for it, because I think they put them at fairly affordable prices generally. If it's not an auction, you're not going against some big whale. So there is room to resell in the future. You can hold on. I'm going to hold on to a lot of these for a long time. Some I've got a plan to sell and fund my future collecting. So that's my plan. And I can tell you, yeah, I'll tell you. This is what I did. This is one of my first experiments as a collector flipper looking at this space. People's Bull Run. So I won't be selling this for a long time, but I took a punt on that sale. It was quite a lot of money for someone who is not a full-time collector and hasn't collected a lot. It was around $1,000 for this piece from people, and it was an open edition. So it was one of the first open editions that they'd had. So I didn't know if they were, if they're going to mint thousands, hundred thousands, 10. I didn't. It's a risk. It was a bit of a gamble. So I knew I wanted to own one. It comes with a physical. I won't get into the whole details of this whole drop, but I decided to buy two. And I wasn't in a great space for buying. I was on the road. I got my wife to drive. I was on my phone. I don't usually buy things on my phone, and I was there tapping, buy, buy, buy. So I decided to buy two, and my intention was, well, I'll sell one, and I'll keep one, and then that will be my experiment to see if you can sell as a collector as well. And that's what I did. I ended up selling. You can see I didn't get a very good edition number, 255 from 271. So it's not the best edition number, but I did buy two, and I sold one. So I bought it for around 1,000, and I sold it for a bit over 3,000. So I tripled my money, and that paid for holding on to this one as well. So not only do I get to keep this knowing I don't have to sell it for a long time and it will appreciate in value, I was successful as a flipper as well. So that was a good learning curve lesson for me about how the market works, the buying and selling market. As a creator, I wasn't too, across that, but I learned really quickly. Don't worry. So, let me tell you, the profit, those funds I make from that, goes straight back into buying the other artists and collecting other things. So, I'm trying to make good choices as a collector, and I think I do. Fritz says, let's say I already got some reputation in the scene. Do you think this market could be interesting? Hell yeah. Yes, it's just starting. Like, it's been around for a little bit. I've been in the scene for maybe this time last year. Look, I say if people want to learn something, the best way to learn is to get some skin in the game. So just dip your toe in, whichever way makes you feel comfortable. You'll learn so much about the space, what it's all about, when you have some skin in the game, whether you're selling or you're collecting or whatever. I don't have anything for sale, I don't think. I think I'm all sold out. Maybe, I think I've got one thing I'm auctioning at an event coming up in Decentraland soon for 100x art opening, so there's a bit of a plug for them. And I'm going to auction that off with no reserve to help, promote what they're doing. And I do that. I'll happily do that for people that are helping grow the space. Just be valuable to the space. Andrea says, what happens after the customer buys a piece? Do they download the work? After they sell it, are they supposed to delete the file? So it doesn't really work that way. You're buying the token, so you're transferring the token which sits on the blockchain and is connected to your wallet. So it's not the file itself that has the value that you're exchanging. It's the token. It's the and it's usually on Ethereum blockchain, and there's several different types of contracts, but that's the technicalities of it. The simple answer is it's not about the file itself. You don't download it to your computer. You don't have to delete it after you sell it. It's the token is organized by the platforms and is held and transferred on your wallets that you own. So, like I said, skin in the game. Once you do it, you'll get it straight away. It's not about where the file lives and sits. There is arguments around keeping things on chain or servers that have these files. I won't get into that. That's a little bit more in depth to your question. But it is these platforms. The benefit of them is they make it really easy to transfer files. So when I sold the one I mentioned before, this one here, I bought for 50 cents. I sold it for 107. I received $90. It's not in my collection. You can see it's not listed here because I don't own it anymore. It's someone else's. So it gets shown in their account, their wallet, their gallery. Hey Fritz, just noticed connected to you for 3D stuff. Thank you. Thanks for doing that. Thought I was getting into a crypto channel. You've been in crypto for a while. Well, welcome. This was sort of made for me. I was into crypto years and years ago. I was into digital art ever since I was born, pretty much. So even more, I've been in this digital art game for decades. I've got an Instagram following. My channel is Mankind on Instagram. I don't really have it. I think I've maybe just changed it over on YouTube because I've had YouTube for other personal stuff, but I'm just starting to help people enter the space because it will be a space of the future, and there's lots of things to learn about. And it was pretty tough for me coming into the space initially as well. So I want to make it easier and seamless for other artists coming into the space because it can be a bit of a challenge. But once you get your head around it, it's quite simple, and there is a lot of value for everyone. It's just more and more people will be coming into this space because NFTs are the future of digital ownership. Kiko AU asks, what are the dimensions of the NFTs? Whatever you like. Literally, seriously, look, this is my collection on Nifty Gateway. Stuart is Stuza with a 0. You can see he's got like a portrait Instagram format. These ones are HD resolution. These are videos, square, 5-second sketch taken with I'm pretty sure his phone. Still image that is animated. It is whatever. You're the artist. You decide what dimensions. The platforms have limitations on sometimes file formats, but mainly on the amount of megabytes you can upload. So it's generally like 40, 50 megabyte limitation, but that's plenty to get some epic stuff happening and working. Welcome, Kiko. Travity, how can I deposit cash crypto to Nifty? Just an account's free. Just go to, what is it? niftygateway.com and sign up. It's pretty simple. They take credit card. Yeah, I think if you want to preload your account with Ethereum, which you can buy with as well, if you don't want to use cash, I think you'll need to go through some other place like Coinbase or whatever local place is where you can buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then transfer your Ethereum from your wallet to Nifty Gateway to preload it with ETH to buy things quickly. But if you just want to use your credit card, you can totally do that. Zeds asks what to prepare to become a creator in crypto art. What to prepare? I think just prepare your art. Like, that's the number one. Like, what your artistic vision is, your craft, whatever you're trying to communicate, what your thing is, that's what you got to concentrate on. Spend 90% of your time on crafting your thing, whatever your jam is, whether it's VR or 3D, photography, painting, it doesn't matter. So many genres of artists have found success with this. So you do your thing, make it good, spend all your time on that, and then spend the 10-20% of your time researching how to use these platforms, what works best, what collectors might like, how you can offer value, that, and then you'll be able to marry them together, and you'll find the niche that you fit, like how your work combines with this space. So, for instance, a friend of mine, Giant Swan, he's a VR artist, and so that was a bit of a mind bend. Like, how do you combine VR, which usually you want to have your headset on and be immersed in the world? Like, how do you create something that makes sense to tokenize? And so you can see he's done that successfully in creating a fly through of his world to immerse us through a video. And I should play it bigger. Obviously, full screen would be better with sound, but I won't do that right now. But that's how he immerses us in his VR world. And some people might not get it to begin with if they just look at it. But knowing he's a VR artist and he's collabing with a music artist to create this amazing, epic world that we get to experience, you sort of understand now that he is living in this world, he is painting these strokes in this world, and he's created something from nothing. And he's then been able to merge that with a collectible tokenized item, and he's created value that way. So that's why I've collected this art, because I see the worth in it and the work that's gone into it and what he's created. And he was one of the early successful. I think he's a top 20 artist. If you go to crypto art plural, no, just cryptoart.io, there is a great site for getting a ranking list of highest selling artists to find out what people have sold for and how much. So this is a top artist. I know they're going to be releasing and being in the scene for a long while to come, and I'm hoping, I'm supporting his work, but I'm also hoping it appreciates in value, of course. Okay, what do we got? Kiko, you're a graphic artist. You want to start doing NFTs? Start. I'd love to sell my art as NFTs. Yep. Go for it. Good. Coinbase to Nifty. I already have crypto, so that's easy. Yeah, totally. If you have a Coinbase, if you buy Ethereum there, none of this is financial advice. It's just, if you already have Ethereum, you can transfer it to Nifty Gateway and preload your wallet if you don't want to use credit card or do any of that. So let me get back to some other questions. If you have any questions, I'll take it as a priority that's in the live chat, but I have some other questions as well from people on Twitter and other places. I wonder if anyone on Twitter... Anyway, so so people Yep, so more social media questions. I wonder if a large social media following is necessary to be accepted onto these gated sites like Super Rare. What are the best actions to take in order to be recognized by these sites and improve your chances of being accepted? So I did touch on this. Have great art, make something that people think is great. You know, it's as simple as that. Um, Put yourself in their shoes. It's the same in the traditional art world. When I was talking to gallery owners about maybe having an exhibition with them, you put yourself in the gallery owner's shoes. Like, why would you want to have that particular artist? Are you going to be able to find a market for it? Is it the type of work that people would want to collect? And people collect things for all different kinds of reasons. Believe me, all different kinds of reasons. Um, Different markets for different people. So if you're like a museum of modern art, you're looking for collections that people will experience. You know, you have installations, you'll have huge things, you'll have things that are out of the ordinary that people, you know, you need to draw those spectators in. So that collector or those type of collections for high-end galleries are a hell of a lot different to people who are looking to put something on their wall. You know, looking to go to a framing shop and buy a nice piece of art. Um, and even the market for cheap art as a knockoff, like a print of something that's not even an original artwork piece, is different market once again. Okay, so I'll just finish that question while I get back to the live questions. So yeah, you got to make something that, you know, the gate holders of Super Rare or whatever think is going to be worthwhile. So that might take some work. That you might not be able to do it by tomorrow. You know, spend some time on your art, make stuff that you would buy. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Okay. So I'm not so interested in the trappings that come with bigger sites like Instagram. Is this something I just need to get over? Uh, Look, you do you. Like, I wasn't on Twitter for the longest time because it just wasn't for me. I got back on because I changed my whole feed around. Now I've got a whole feed of beautiful crypto art and supportive people who are trying to grow a brand new space. So it is for me now. Um, you do you. You surround yourself with what will help you be the best version of you and to make the best version of your art. So I'm not going to tell anyone how to approach this, but there are some hints that I've found which will help, which is yes, get over yourself as soon as possible. Like I'm live streaming now, you know, would have I ever live streamed in my whole life? You know, I'm not a young guy anymore. No, I don't live stream, but I am live streaming right now because there are plenty of people that need tips and pointers and help, and I want to help them. And I've found some success, and I want to share that. And this is the best and easiest way to do it. Um, I'm recording this video now so I can maybe cut together some of these questions and answers into a video later. And I know people watch my channel, so they're going to get help by it. Thanks for the questions on the live stream. What do we got? Oh yeah, that's right, Fritz. I know you build giant stages in 3D. Actually build for some festivals. Yeah, you can totally. I think we talked about it last time. If you found a way to make a 3D world from those stages and people knowing that that stage was connected to a live performance, and now just imagine if someone, a collector, was at that live performance and now they can own a piece of that memory from the artist directly that created that stage. You've created, whether it's a static piece or whether it's a 3D moving looping piece, that's valuable, right? Like to have a memory of something that they went to an event and it's from the artist that created the stage itself. You know, I'm sure there's a market for that. I'm sure you could sell that. I'm not saying I would buy it. Maybe I would, but I'm not as connected to it. But it depends what it looks like and what it's doing. You know, that's where you start. Start building that up, and you'll find your way through. You know, just like when you make your art, you don't always know exactly where you're headed or what the finished piece will be. Sometimes you have it in your head, but oftentimes I find my way to the end result. I love art, so this is mind blowing. Yep, totally. Um, Auntie Stonks, yeah, says, lol, NFTs are like silly bands. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. Can we buy Ethereum with PayPal balance? I don't know. I think no on most. I don't know of any platforms where you can trade or you can buy on PayPal. They do now, so I don't think you can go from PayPal to other places, but I'm pretty sure you can buy Ethereum. I haven't done it myself, but I do think you can buy it directly on PayPal. Uh, Matt Bell asks, I heard you have to store your NFTs like you would your crypto. So the NFT is the token, the non-fungible token. As part of the contract that issues that token, in it, the contract writes metadata, and that metadata is several different kinds of information. But one of those information pieces is where the file is held, whether it's on a decentralized server or whatever. So it connects through the metadata to that file. So it's the token itself which gets exchanged, not the file. So the token itself is what is on the Ethereum blockchain or whatever blockchain you're dealing with. Mainly Ethereum right now. So let's just say that. So if you have an Ethereum wallet, I've got an Ethereum wallet and I can hold lots of different kinds of crypto coin in there, not just Ethereum, but those coins are usually ERC20 coins, but like those coins, ERC 721 are the contract that most of these crypto art things are made. So long story short, these tokens get held in your Ethereum wallet along with your other cryptocurrency that is Ethereum based. That's it. The token gets held in your wallet, so you can exchange it to someone else, or you can exchange it, transfer it to your other wallets that are Ethereum based wallets. Fritz asks, "What is your age?" Why you don't need to ask people their ages, but yeah, if they're happy to answer, that's good. I'm over 40 as well. Um, yeah, this I can't tell you how this space has helped reignite my passion for art because you know you guys who are over 40 and on the stream now. I don't know when you started art, but if you've been doing it for decades, multiple decades, like me, you do go through cycles where you can get over it, especially client-based stuff. So to find a space or something that can reignite that spark and give you a vision for something bigger and better and ideas, my notepad and my notes on my phone is just filled with crypto art ideas now, and I can't tell you how grateful I am to have that, regardless of whether I sell or not. Just to reignite that spark and to have those ideas is amazing. Um, No problem. I'm happy to stream. I'm happy to help people. What else on the live stream? Thank you for doing this. Stumble, yeah, you're welcome. Well, I hope you subscribe because then I can do this more often. Just stumbled on your screen. Yep, yep. Thank you, thank you. Feel free. Look, my Instagram is, I've got a couple, but my art Instagram, which is the one I'll push, is Mankind. Just Mankind, MANKIND. And my Twitter is Rhet, RHETT. Hit me up on both those, follow me there, and I'm pretty active and I'm happy to answer questions. But I'll get through as many questions as I can here as possible before I have to go to lunch because I'm getting real hungry. You agree? You found out about NFTs a couple of weeks ago. Good. You're still early. Still learning. Get in there. Ethan Litecoin. Yep, I own both. I like both those coins. Look, people say or ask, is it too late still? And they've been asking that when I was in crypto a long time ago. They feel like it's too late to get into crypto. Look, we've been in a bear market in crypto for the last 2 to 3 years. It's only just in the last few months which has started to pick up again into a bull market. So, people had 2 to 3 years to get into crypto itself and to buy and to learn about it and to get their positions. But when the price is going up, that's when all the news bubbles up around it and you pull in new people. And then, yes, there will be some sort of blow off top where the market's too hot and too many people are coming in and buying at crazy prices. We're not there yet. That happened in 2017. And that's why we had such a long period of time where we had to cool off because it got too hot. And we're starting to ramp up again. But for NFTs, this is just starting. So, look into it. Follow my channel, listen to me. No, look, there's heaps of places where you can get information. Still trying to paint oils. Yeah, look, there's been really successful artists who are traditional artists who have found success in this space. So you can be an oil-based painter, that's fine. Yes, you can send your Nifties or yeah, on Nifty Gateway it's a custodial wallet, so they take care of it for you. But you can totally send your Nifties to your private wallet. Yeah, if you're Ledger Nano, yeah, I think as long as it's Ethereum based crypto and your Ledger Nano should be able to handle it. Don't quote me on it. I think you can hold your NFTs in there as well. May I follow? Of course, go. I expect to see you following me on Instagram. Yes, yes, crypto art is awesome. Is NFT exchangeable? Yes, NFTs are exchangeable. That is one of the whole points is that it's ownable. It's think of how long we've had digital art. Like not forever, maybe the 90s when the internet came along, we've had digital files. All that time that I've been a digital artist, we have not had a way to definitively say that that piece of work is owned by this person. It's just not been ownable before until blockchain technology. And this is why there is this explosion happening. Bitcoin to 14,000. Look, I'm not going to. Maybe I will comment on on trading. I've done actually quite a lot of research into crypto trading. I don't think Bitcoin's going back down to 14,000, but you never know. I think if you bought crypto under 20,000, you are doing very well. So if it goes back down to 14,000, that's the place where I'll be loading up. My Instagram is mankind. Let me chuck it in the chat. Mankind. So, this is the start of a multi-year bull market. I hope so. Benjamin Cohen sent you here. Oh yeah, good. Subscribe. I'll be talking with Ben a bit more. I'm not going to say what we're doing, but we've got something coming up which will be interesting. Yeah, people commenting on price. This is not a crypto trading market, but research. But I do know a bit about that. So yeah, I think heaps of people will be loading up if Bitcoin drops to 14K again. Thanks, Matt. Your channel is the best resource I found so far about this stuff. Thank you. Sorry if it's been asked, do I need a Gemini account to cash out? So, two things. So you need a Nifty Gateway is not the only place where you can buy crypto art. Like we'll talk about that right now. It's owned by Gemini. It's owned by the Winklevoss twins. So they have linked it to, you can go in and out and cash in and out of your Gemini account very easily. There is another way you can cash out to a US bank account. So if you're anywhere else in the world, it's a bit more difficult to do that. That's what I know so far about Nifty Gateway. Other platforms, it's different. You often need an Ethereum based wallet connected to those sites to cash out to Ethereum. They usually pay it directly to your wallet that you connect to their site. And then your place of choice to cash out from there if you want to go back into US dollars or fiat. Kigo, bye. Yes. $100K subscribers, he mentioned what you're doing. Okay, I'll have a look at his thing. I wasn't sure if he just mentioned it to the private channel that he's got or whether it was to everyone. But yeah, I didn't want to, spill any beans before they've been spilled. Okay, good that you got into Bitcoin before under 10,000. So yeah, look, yeah, I won't. Good on you. Yeah, you're a premium member. Yeah, so he only mentioned it to premium members. So this is a public chat. I'm not going to spill any beans of what's happening on the public forum. So let me get back to some questions, and then I've really got to go. Yeah, getting hungry. What else? We got, how exactly do you create art on these platforms? So you don't create the art on the platforms. You create the art in whichever way you want. You then digitize it and then upload it. The platforms have their own uploading process, and it often, when you upload the art, it goes to mostly like a decentralized server that's managed by a network of computers, and that hosts indefinitely the files there, but the token itself is held on the Ethereum blockchain, and the token can be exchanged to whichever wallet you're going to go to. So you don't create the art, you upload it, and it's the token that gets minted that has the connection, then the all the information, whichever these platforms do, connected by the meta tags. We're almost there. It seems to me the value comes from the NFT and not the image itself. Yeah, we sort of touched on that. So you're starting to get it. That was from Instagram Mooftak. And just like the larger fine art world, most people buy to resell. I don't know if most people buy to resell, but like the fine art world, a lot in the fine art world, they buy with the intention that it holds its value. So they they're going to buy from known artists and known art pieces that have provenance, that have story, that have, I won't go into all these reasons why art might retain value, but a lot of these really high end, expensive pieces are because of other things other than the actual artwork, it's the art itself, the craft or the image that you're looking at. It's other reasons. So the fine art world, yeah, they're buying not just, they're not trying to. I would say the fine art world is not known for its flipping, you know, but because people are experimenting and it's so easy now to transfer and buy and sell and own these digital artworks, it is possible to flip, to make to buy and sell quickly. But if you're trying to buy and sell at Sotheby's or Christie's and sell in the next 5 minutes, good luck. I don't think it's going to work. You're going to be selling at a loss. So a lot of these people buy at a premium, knowing over time in several years that Banksy is going to be worth 20 million rather than the 10 million they just paid for it. So it's an investment for them. And I do the same with what I'm collecting in NFT land now. Like a lot of these early works I'm collecting, I know they're going to be worth more in the future. I believe they are. So I look at it as an investment. I put my money where my mouth is, if I can get that out. Um, what do you mean? What percentage do banks take when converting us to money? That's a crypto question, and depending on platform, that's not really a crypto art question. I'll skip that one. Um, if artists have to trust, this is a question from Alien Eyeball from Twitter. If artists have to trust that NFT platform will continue to host the art that is linked from the contract, and the verifiable scarcity relies on trust that the artist will not just mint X amount more of the same art, why use trustless blockchain architecture at all? What is gained? So there's a couple of parts to that question. So one is the art itself isn't hosted with that platform. It's on some decentralized server, mostly. Sometimes they're hosted on a server, so there is a bit at risk. But like we talked about, it's not the file itself that you're buying. You're buying the token, which is the proof, the digital certificate of authenticity that you are the owner of that file. So that is where the value comes from. So you don't have to trust in the platform itself that it's going to be around, because even if that platform dies, the file will still exist in a place. That's why they often put it in decentralized server places. And the token will exist in perpetuity if you believe in the Ethereum blockchain. Even if you don't believe in the Ethereum blockchain, it's a network of computers that aren't immediately going to go down or lose. I won't get into the idea of blockchain technology, but the token will be there. So you don't have to trust in either of them. Yeah, you don't have to trust in the platform. The platform is there for convenience, to be able to transfer, mint, and create these things. The value is in the token itself, which is connected to the artist and the artwork. And then the question of the scarcity, your verifiable scarcity that the artist won't just mint. So the question is like, how can you trust the artist that they're not just going to go around and mint the same digital file on different platforms? Well, you can't force the artist to do whatever. If they wanted to do that for whatever reason, as a protest or whatever, they're more than capable of minting the same artwork, but it would have a different token. So they don't. It would have a different NFT every time they mint that same artwork. I don't see how that's in the best interest of the artist to do that. I think as soon as someone sees someone do that, just imagine you said, this is a one-off artwork I'm creating. I'm creating a token with it to prove that this is connected to the artwork, and you're doing all that. And then the collector goes and sees 100 others on all different platforms. Yeah, that's going to piss them off probably, because they were lied to by the artist. And is that artist ever going to be able to create value for themselves in the future? No. Is that artwork going to be as valuable as if one was created? Probably not. So there's not a lot of reason to do that. But yeah, that token that gets generated is only linked to that file. So it's not like you can create heaps of those same tokens for that file. It's just the artist has chosen to devalue their work for unknown reasons by doing that, which, it's possible they can do, but you don't have to. Yeah, the digital certificate you own is yours. It's, yeah. So you don't have to trust in the blockchain. That's why it's there. It's creating that token which you can transfer, that it's unique. Asa makes asks, what percentage are the NFT art sites paying the artist? So in general, it's around 15% commission they take for every sale on the primary market. So Nifty Gateway, I think, is 15%. Super Rare is 12 to 15%, if I remember off the top of my head. Maker's Place is around 10 to 15% as well. I think OpenSea is 10, 12%. I'm not sure about Rarible. So they all hover around that commission that they take for the convenience of their platform they've put up to mint your artwork and to create the tokens. What other live questions do we have? Richard says, hi, this is awesome. Thanks for doing this stream. Great, your agency has been exploring crypto and NFTs. Great. Yes, it is very interesting. Yeah, I'm happy to talk. Look, Richard, I do these because I want to spread the word. I want to add value. I want to help people that were in my position at the start find success and to do it well. So I'm happy to talk about this with whoever. Of course, if I have time. I'm an artist myself, and I am anxiously creating art. I'm getting so many requests to do projects. I'm, I love creating art. I want to be doing it, and I'm starting to get stretched a little thin. But whenever I have time or an opportunity to answer questions and do things, I'm happy to do that. Recommendations for displaying your digital art collection. This is something I'm still exploring. So as my collection grows, the more I'm like, what's the best way to showcase this? So at the moment, I'm just showing you right now on a live stream, like, I own this one, I own this one, I own this one. Isn't this great? It's not necessarily the best way. It's not, it's the way that exists now. I like how people are creating metaverses in VR worlds, and they're creating like virtual galleries. I explored one of those in Decentraland a while ago. That was interesting. It creates a 3D space to explore things. I'm looking forward to. I've seen lots of people experiment with physical screens, like you have a Samsung Canvas, I think it's called, and then there's Infinity. I've forgotten the name of the Infinity panels or boxes, or like these. This is what Beeple did with his drop. He's got these infinity digital display screens that are in this Perspex like collectible hard case, which is quite nice. I'll get delivered one of those, and once I get that all signed off by Beeple and in my hands, I'll show you. But I actually think it'll be really nice. I would love if I could get my work in a huge digital display in a modern art museum. I reckon that would be a good, because a lot of my stuff is video, so it's not just a still image, and a lot of it is looping. So I think it's like a good merging of having something on your wall, but also immersive and not sort of overcoming. It's sort of like midway between an immersive experience and a passive sort of showcase and viewing. So I think that's nice. I would love to, you know, I've had ideas. I would love to partner with someone like Samsung, bring them into this space and show them the potential, and get like a large screen connected to my NFTs to showcase them that way. And then even if I come on a live stream, I could literally in the background have looping, you know, my collection of work. So I reckon that would be awesome. Thanks for the info. Pushing Lotus has asked what are good sites to start learning where to send my art. So the top platforms for minting are Super Rare, Maker's Place, Nifty Gateway, OpenSea, Rareable. Currently, there are more coming online, which I'm working with them as well, which I'm looking forward to seeing what they make. Half of those, Nifty Gateway, Super Rare, Maker's Place, they're like curated sites. They require a submission. You need to get onto the site via them approving you. And that's part of the value creation for their sites. It's like, we're approving this creator as someone we think is making great stuff. So they're a bit harder to get on. You'll need to grind on your own journey and your own work, creating good stuff. The other places, OpenSea and Rareable, are open marketplaces, so you can create an account right now for free, put something up there, see what happens, see what it's like, and you'll start to understand it straight away. So they're the platforms. My site is a good place. I've got lots of videos previously about this if you want to learn about the space itself, or what an NFT is, or what crypto art is, what people are doing, what previous artists have done. I've got some other content, so check back over some of my previous content. Hey, 680, have you sold any art this week? I have not published anything this year personally. I have not. I've been working hard on a lot of things behind the scenes. I had a lot of successful sales last year, but literally, I haven't counted, but I can count on probably two hands. It's probably 10, maybe 10 artworks in total have I minted, like original artworks. So, you know, I've done that. I've found success. I'm trying to share that. I'm going to release lots more this year, but I'm taking my time. Like, I'm on team scarcity, so I'm not about to say I'm just going to mint something every day. Even though I am what's sometimes known as an everyday artist, I'm not like Beeple and some of the other ones that have been doing it for 13 years, but I am doing it this year. I have done it in past years. Sometimes I take a break to do other everyday projects, but I literally, if you go to Mankind on Instagram, I literally post up a new artwork every day. So I've got to get to that, you know, after this stream, I'll start doing it. I'll post up an artwork, but I won't necessarily mint it. I won't necessarily try and sell it. But I do make art every day. Um, how many do you think you own? Nifty Gateway is my biggest collection. I own lots of NFTs on OpenSea. Ah, I don't know if it's 100 or more, but NFTs can be anything like a trading card. I've got Axes, which is like a game on the blockchain. Little trinkets, lots of little things can be tradable NFTs. I've got heaps of those on OpenSea. I don't think I've ever even sold any of those on OpenSea. I've got some virtual land that I own that's on OpenSea. But for crypto art wise, my biggest collection is on Nifty Gateway because my biggest drop was on Nifty Gateway, and now I collect things here. So it's what have I got? 9, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 pieces at the moment. And I like them all. Yep, everyone, all welcome. Thank you for checking out my artwork. So let's see. I think that's it. I think that's it for questions. I am overdue to have some food. So unless there's any other last minute questions, thank you guys for joining me, and I look forward to seeing what you guys make in the cryptoverse. Catch you later. See you later, guys. Bye.